Hello everyone, my name is Harley, and welcome back to Halo Campaign Evolved. Now this time, we are on the mission of CE, 3 for 3 Guilty Spark. I believe this is mission 6. I don't think there needs to be too much said, so I'll just go ahead and jump straight into it. I'm very excited. I wonder what they've changed. Needler is very strong, it seems. I don't remember there being this many enemies on the outside. It looks very cool though. What am I seeing? Is that a sniper jackal up there or something? What is this? That's strange. I'm not fully sure what that is. I don't see sniper jackal up top. Here we go. Looks like some of the doors are just kind of missing. What happened to the weird, like, square rooms? Oh, we can just walk into here now. Wasn't like that in the original. Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of the doors are just gone. Unless this is supposed to be the door just sealed. I don't know. They already have a locked door model.
Stay back! Stay back! You're not turning me into one of those things! I'll blow your brains out! Get away from me! Ah! Ah!
Oh. That was a neat little animation. It's kind of hard to notice, but I guess there is a little bit of tripping.
Why do we always have to listen to this old stuff, Sarge?
Watch your mouth, son. This stuff is your history. It should remind you grunts what we're fighting to protect.
Hey, if the Covenant want to wipe out this particular part of my history, that's fine by me. Yeah, better it than us.
You ask real nice next time you see him, Bassetti. I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige.
LZ looks clear. I'm bringing us down.
Go, go, go! Stay close, Jenkins. Mendoza, move it up. Okay, let's move. Wait here for the captain and his squad. Then get your ass inside.
Sir!
Right, let's get this door open.
I'll try, sir. But it looks like these Covenant worked pretty hard to lock it down.
Just do it, Moraine.
Yes, sir. You better have a look at this, Sarge.
What you got?
Covenant. Lots of them. Except they're all dead.
Show me.
Which is weird, right? I mean, look at it. Something scrambled the insides.
What's that? Plasma scoring?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was an accident, you know, friendly fire or something?
What do we have, Sergeant? Looks like a Covenant patrol. Badass elite units. All KIA. Real pretty. Friend of yours?
Nah, we just met. I got a bad feeling about this.
Boy, you always got a bad feeling about something. What the?
Captain, Sarge, can you hear me?
What's going on, soldier?
We've got contact. Lots of them. But they're not coming. They're just tearing through us. What the? Oh, no!
Corporal, do you copy? Over. Mendoza, get your ass back up to second squad's position and find out what the hell is going on.
But
I don't have time for your lip, soldier. I gave you an order.
But Sarge, listen.
What is that? Where's that coming from, Mendoza?
Everywhere. I don't... Above you! There! Get out!
Let him have it!
Get out! Get it out!
Hold still! Hold still!
God damn it, Jenkins! Fire your weapon! Sergeant, we're surrounded.
Sweet mother. There are too many, Sarge!
Don't even think about it, Marine!
Oh, this is local!
Get back here, Marine! That's an order! Jenkins! Behind you!
Well, I think that's enough introduction for the Flood. I do want to say, well, that cutscene, it wasn't bad by any means. I just feel like it's a little jarring going from that to this gameplay. They don't even look relatively similar at all, and it kind of sucks. Oh, so I got raped, but it kind of sucks because it looks so, well, not bad, but bad, right? Like, since they don't look similar at all, it's just like, it feels like you're jumping into two completely different things. Also, I'm not sure if the Flood infinitely respawn here, but I'm gonna try to kill them all before I move on. I think I need a quiet moment to get my thoughts together anyway. So about that cutscene, I feel like the Sergeant Johnson voice actor, I just feel like his tone in that was especially bad. Especially whenever he was in the Pelican. He just seems so much more laid back, I guess. He doesn't seem so serious about the whole thing. And he's a sergeant, so he's supposed to be. He's supposed to, you know, keep his soldiers together, right? And he doesn't seem to be doing that too well. He's not as charismatic anymore. And this goes for Johnson as a whole now, but especially in that cutscene, it's very easy to notice. He doesn't have any backbone whenever he talks to his Marines. I also feel like the placement of the mangled elite was a little strange. I feel like that just was kind of shoved in there. If I remember correctly, it's a completely different scene, but they kind of integrated it into the same scene as that ending segment. Before the recording, though, it really is a little iffy watching that cutscene, because I'm walking up, but then it's so different, the immersion is completely ruined, I feel. It doesn't feel as good as if it were a in-engine cutscene, which the classic Halo games all were, and I don't really understand why they didn't go that route if they're making a remake. It's just a drastic change, and I don't really like it that much. As for the Flood themselves, I mean, I feel like the shielded elite ones are pretty tough. They take a while to take down, at least with this SMG anyway. They feel pretty much just as weak as the Halo 3 Marines, or Halo 3 Flood. They were, I would say, a lot stronger in Halo 1 and 2. And since this is a remake of Halo 1, why not make them more stronger like they were in the original? But I guess you could argue that for every enemy in the game so far, as everything has been dumbed down. And it's very clear that this was made for PlayStation players. Anyway, I think that's enough of my rambling for now, but I'm not sure I liked the direction of that cutscene as much as I did in the original, but I'm gonna go ahead and press on now. And this Marine looks completely different than in the cutscene. It's just a little strange is all. I really dislike the Jackals. I think they're just terrible in this game. It feels like I have to aim off of their hand before it starts to shoot their hand. And I've shown this in my videos a couple of times now, where I'm not even looking at their hand anymore, and that's whenever it starts to hit. Fortunately, the Flood don't seem to be as much of pushovers, at least to my melee attacks, as they were in, like, Halo 3, for example. Also, I'm not really a big fan that they removed the weird square rooms. For my first time, I was kind of confused, and that's kind of removed. This is our very first look at the shotgun. This was the Flood killer in Halo Combat Evolved. I'm not really sure how I feel about the green sights though, but this looks more like Halo 2's shotgun. And well, I must say it is quite strong. wish this blood was a little bit brighter. They're gonna have me working like Isaac Clarke. Gotta dismember all of the bodies so that they can't be reinfected.
Too many! Retreat! Ah, damn it! Open fire!
This is completely different, by the way. It didn't used to look like this, it just looked like another normal room in the original. I wonder if they kept the jackal in the marine. I wonder if the achievement for escaping the flood facility is still here. If you do it fast enough in the original, you got an achievement. Oh. Oh hell, there's a lot more than I thought. So I guess the best way to go about it now is just killing everything, isn't it? Okay, so I guess you can't have little flood pets anymore. Unfortunately, seems like they just blow up. Yeah, they just pop, unfortunately. You know, as cool as this looks, this is a lot. And unless if I'm remembering wrong, the Flood did kind of, like, just get out because of the Covenant. So the fact that we're able to amass this much is kind of crazy. We've also got to remember, this is the first time we've seen the Flood in a mainline Halo game since 2007.
This is Echo 419. Chief, is that you? I lost your signal when you disappeared inside the structure. What's going on down there? I'm tracking movement all over the place.
Sir, thank God you're here. We've been lost out here for hours. After we lost contact with the rest of the mission, we headed for the RV point, and then these things, they ambushed us. We gotta get out of here.
There's a large tower a few hundred meters from your current position. Find a way above the fog and foliage canopy, and I can move in and pick you up.
Knock him down!
You gotta not jump in front of me, friend. Come on, jump me. This place is a hell of a lot more brighter than I remembered. Yeah, this is starting to get bad. Mission played fine up until now.
We're gonna die! Weapons free!
Sentinel beam, huh? This was a pretty good flood killer back in the day. Was that all of them?
Greetings. I am the monitor of Installation 04. I am 343 Guilty Spar. Someone has released the flood. My function is to prevent it from leaving this installation, but I require your assistance. Come, this way.
Chief, I've lost your signal. Where'd you go? Chief! Chief!
If the flood escapes this halo, it will of course consume all viable hosts in this galaxy. Why, naturally, the flood is simply too dangerous to release, and mass sterilization protocols may again need to be enacted. Of course, samples were kept here after the last catastrophic outbreak, for study. It seems that decision may have been an error. I would conjecture that the other species currently on the installation are responsible for releasing the flood. They seem most persistent in their attempts to access restricted areas. We must collect the index before we can activate the installation. We are near the index chamber. Follow me.
So I'm not going to play this mission through. Not right now, anyway. I think the voice is good. There's a couple of lines that I'm kind of iffy on. Other than that, they seem fine, at least. I'm not really sure how I feel about the Flood. The UNSC ones are extremely weak, and the Covenant ones are only strong because of the shields. And the shields are a little bit too annoying. That final firefight took me a bit. I died a handful of times just because there was no cover anywhere. They've got really good aim. It's not so much the ones with the SMGs, it's the ones with the plasma rifles, and they seem to kind of spam those a lot. I think this is I'm not sure if I want to say it's a better portrayal than Anniversary Edition, but there's a couple things that are a little bit iffy, like how much biomass is inside of the facility. I didn't really like the cutscene as much. I think the original had better direction with it. Especially seeing the Marine tap Johnson's shoulder before they're about to enter the room. It just feels a little bit too Call of Duty to me. Just the way that the animation looked, anyway. 343 Guilty Spark looks kind of weird to me, but I think I can get over that. For the most part, I think that mission ran a bit better than the previous two, but that last area ran horribly. I struggled mostly because of the frame rate and the stutters. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on. I feel that the small Flood infection forms, I don't feel like they really infect Marines enough. In fact, I don't think I saw it happen a single time. They were always going for a nearby body instead of infecting the new host, which is kind of disappointing because I'd have liked to at least see the animation. The Flood seem kind of annoying. I guess they seem weak without the shield. I didn't really hear the Flood that much either. I dislike how much less labyrinthine the facility is. It seemed very streamlined, and I find it very hard to get lost in there. Especially with the waypoints, but disregarding the waypoints, there's nowhere else that you can get lost at. I could be wrong, but the first elevator, the one that you came in on, I believe that was an optional thing that you could go to in the original, but in this, the waypoint just led you straight to it. Despite everything, I feel like I enjoyed this mission and the very first mission the most out of everything that I've played, but I feel like you could just play the original and have a much better presentation. The only thing you miss out on are the graphics, of course, but it's Unreal Engine 5, so is it really worth it anyway? Regardless, I'll probably play out this next mission, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna play 2 Betrayals or anything further. Right now, it's kind of a big stress on my hard drive, because this game, it's 70 gigs, and I could just be playing the original or 10 gigabytes instead. For right now, I guess that's it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you some other time.